Hello friends, it's Julie Norman and happy 2021 everyone. We are finally in it. And today we're going to take a look at closing out the year. And perhaps you've already done this or you're in process. Let me know how you closed out 2021. Are you still in the process, or did you burn your journal or did you put away as a keepsake? There's so many ways to have handled this year, isn't there? By the way, my name is Julie Norman, and I put up planner and planner-related videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. Today is Tuesday, so let's get into it. This is my November, December-ish. When did I start this book? Gosh, guys, I never remember. That's why I write things down. I started 1 week into December. This was my first time using my homemade junk journal-ish, and this is a traveler's notebook size. It is the wide size, although you can see here, pages got pushed out. You can see on the top, right here, they pushed out because I use staples. And I had so much stuff crammed in this thing that the staples came undone and pushed the pages out, and I glued and pushed them back in, but in the end, the book won. And I did try to glue that. Maybe I'll push that in. I just glued that. But there are some unevenness here, but to me that adds to the charm. Now, if you are more of a having to have things just so, this would not be the type of journal to do, unless you make yours so precise. I'm just going to do a flip through and talk about this. Normally I put some notes together of what I like to say, but I'm just feeling like there's so many things just floating around in my head, and things I want to say, and this process, that I thought maybe they would come out while we're talking together. And one of the fun things about this book was that I was able to put the Christmas cards, or parts of the Christmas cards that I received, in the book, because I put some pockets in here. And I also tucked in here my vision board from the fall, and I folded that up, and I can link that somewhere either above or below when I revealed that. I think this was just a postscript, but that was my vision board, and some of the stickers are missing because I recycled the stickers. Sometimes one sticker it works so well that I just use it again. Why not? And here's my December 2020. This was my prayer list that I just put in there. This is a journaling sticker card they make with, I think, the Paper Studio or Happy Planner, one of those things. I have another pocket here, and there are a few more Christmas cards that I will be adding in, so these pockets will be taken up. And this was my goal for December. Reflect, I think I did. AIP prep, I did. I'm actually in AIP. Oh, excuse the glue on my fingers. I didn't really write much. Celebrate Christ, kind of. It's hard this year, guys, because I couldn't go to Christmas. I really missed the candlelight service, next year. But then plan for 2021, somewhat. I'm still working on that. Here's one of my Christmas cards. Some of them I just cut out the part that had a personal note and kept that and glued it in, because I didn't need the whole card. I just needed this. I didn't put a lot of things down for our meals for Christmas because we really didn't do much, and it was still fine. I feel like this year that my health issues have actually put the pandemic to the side. We had the hope of Christmas, where we have this wonderful season of lights and hope and Christ coming, that it really helped. It always helps to have that at the end of the year, especially when it gets darker. Here's my sense of humor. We did a video chat with my siblings, and my sticker for it was the Society for the Reformation of Juvenile Delinquents. There were 5 of us kids. It's a little flip-out card. My last video was all of a slideshow, and it was totally different than what I've done before. Just to share a little bit of what my life looks like beyond this video channel. This is when my friend Dixie died. Oh, gosh, that was sad. She died of COVID, and then the day after that, my rooster died. He was such a good rooster. He was a foster dad. When the hen that hatched out a group of chicks, she was killed by something while we were gone, and he stepped up and he adopted those chicks, and he was their dad. He had a good life while he was there, and we just found him dead in the yard. It was probably a heart attack. Some things here. So it was kind of a sad month. Because of my symptoms were ramping up and I was so much worse. I was just on the couch so much. I remember taking a shower and I took a 3-hour nap. Oh, here's a spot that needs gluing, doesn't it? So I'm here using fabric tack again, my handy dandy pin, so it doesn't close up. I don't want to be such a downer about stuff. I'm just being real with you guys that this has just been a really hard month, hard year. Without Christ and without hope, no, it would be very difficult. This is from my husband. He made a little poem for my Christmas gift. Another thing I want to say about this year was that I had never really envisioned myself as having a YouTube channel on planner and journaling and paper stuff, but I believe that, even though I say it was an accident that I started this, I don't think it was an accident. Because I think that having these things to journal about, to be able to process this whole year, paper and pen, putting my thoughts physical, has really helped to be a therapy. And I believe, and you probably watching, most of you have experienced this, that there is a healing power in journaling and physical writing down things, whether it's your to-do task, whether it's your calendar, or how you're feeling, how you're doing. There is a strength and a healing power in that. And I had forgotten how much that was when I was basically all digital. I believe that having these journals and this channel has been probably a saving grace for this year. So I know that I only have just shy of 400 subscribers. To me, that every one of you, I was looking through the comments the other day, going through and commenting, and so many of your names are becoming familiar to me. And I believe that we could be friends in real life. We are building a community here. It's slow, and probably because I'm slow, I have such low energy, I'm not learning down on how best to make these videos so everybody wants to watch them and all flashy or whatever, or smooth and slick. I thank each and every one of you for being here and coming, and I know you wouldn't come if you didn't see something of value in here. I thank you for choosing to stick with me, and I hope that in this next year we will grow even more and spend more time together. I paused on this page so long because this was a really cool thing that Billings did. There was a tribal council, and they put up these teepees at the top of the Rim Rocks, which overlooks the town. If you're not familiar with Billings, they're just a memorial, and at night they lit it with colored lights. It's really beautiful. And along here, people who lost people to COVID, they put rocks with the names on it. It was just so touching. And they have since taken the teepees down, but the rocks will remain. So there are those little bits of hope. And we get to New Year, which was another low-key day. 2021, we transitioned, and the first day we went down to Cody, Wyoming, and we drove to as far as we could towards Yellowstone. It's closed right now, but we just wanted to see. And it's like 50 degrees out, and seriously, 40, 50 degrees out. It's a beautiful day. And I wanted to end the year on the 1st, on New Year's Day. And even though I had this much of my journal left, because I wanted to start fresh with the next one and not have the 2020 lingering in the book behind. It's just psychological that way. And I'm also going to let you know that from now on, I have been showing you updates monthly. Like, here's how November went. Here's what I have set up for December. But from now on, I'm going to let the books guide me, instead of splitting it up between, because I don't always come to the end with the book nice and tidy at the end of the month. Actually, I hardly ever do anymore. When I finish a book, then I'll review it and I'll show you my next one. Back in one of my first videos, I had the unboxing of my custom Planner Perfect yearly planner. And what I did in the beginning was I had done a vision board for the year. And I have since not using this anymore. Basically, the pages were so thick, it was so big to hang around with. And you know that my planning style has changed. But I did save this. And I glued it into pages here. So it's sticking here now. because I wanted to take it out to review what it was that I wanted 2020 to look like. Oh gosh. Did you guys have a word or a goal for 2020? Let me know below what that is, and did you achieve it? Because mine was flourish. What I did was I got my journals out, and this is another power of writing things down, of journaling, because I could look back and remember things and that I wouldn't have remembered the same way in retrospect if I was just going to use my brain to try to remember how the year went. So I went through and month by month through the books. This is what took me the longest. I wrote out the highlights, and that was a really good review. And then I wrote out, journaled. How did it go? Did I flourish? Was this goal that I had, did this actually come through? And there was definitions of flourish, and I wrote each one out. And did I grow, thrive, was I in a state of activity or production? Did I reach the heights of development and influence? Did I achieve success and prosper? Did I make bold and sweeping gestures? Basically, I don't think I accomplished any of these things fully. A big nope to all of this. One thing that kind of came out of it was the bold and sweeping gestures. This YouTube channel is a bold gesture for me. It's pretty courageous for somebody who likes to be on the sidelines. Okay, maybe that's why you see my hands. The scripture copying was a bold thing too, to step out on that limb and to say, I'm going to copy out the whole Bible. Where did that come from? That came from God again. It wasn't from me. So it didn't really go as planned, but I have a new word for next year, which I think will. And just a little journaling of the end, the struggles and the victories that I had. And then I needed some filler space. This was the verse that was in my vision board for the fall, and just a place to put it so I can keep. This is going to be my word for 2021. Now, if you watched some of my previous videos, you probably kind of know what it is. It is transform. And remember this thing? This one is when I first put that word on here. And then I took a quiz on, still with me there? My tripod almost fell over. I took a quiz on dayspring.com, and I will link that if I still have it up. And you can go through there and pick your word. I'm like, haha, they're not gonna, I did that last year and it didn't work, although I should have probably written down what it was, because maybe it was the right word for me and flourish was not. But transform is going to be my word. So I'm going to unpack this a little bit more. I have an idea of how I'm going to keep this in front of me for next year. Just the same way as I try to keep this in front of me. And I would love to hear if you have a word or a goal for your 2021 year and how you came about it, and did you achieve your goal from 2020. That is the end. We're closing the book on 2020. This is the very last one. And the only thing I would add to this is maybe a few more Christmas cards and a little more glue to keep these pages together. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if I'm going to go back to a pre-made or a single paper style journal unless I need to, because I just really like using these. That is the closing the books on this, and being so thankful for you and that you have stopped by and continue to. And if you have not, if this is your first time, I would love it if you would give this a like and join us by hitting subscribe or the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos coming up, because I have some really great videos and ideas coming up in the next year that I just think you will enjoy. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a joyful day. Goodbye. P.S. Postscript time. So, I talked about the stickers I was getting rid of. You can see in the background there's a lot of stickerage going back. What do you call it? Stickery and stickerage? I don't know. Is there a real word for that? Because I have had a desk blotter, and I was on the December page, and I was using that as a mat to cut things. And I had this big slit. Here, I'm going to move this. Here it is. I had this big slit in there from the razor blade, and I'm like, oh no, I cut it. But the cardboard on the bottom here's thick enough that that stopped it from cutting into my table. And so then I was like, I'll just put a couple stickers on there and cover that up, heal it like a self-healing mat, except it's not self-healing, it's a sticker healing mat. So then I got a little carried away. And you know that I said I was getting rid of a lot of stickers. So a lot of the stickers that I was getting rid of, I just stuck on my blotter. Let me see if I can zoom out so you can see. There, look at that. So it's a pretty nice sized desk blotter, and this is the last page this is a December page, and I've completely filled it up with stickers. I really like it. It's kind of fun. The great thing is I didn't need to buy one for the next year because I figure all I really needed was something that I can set my cup on so it doesn't get my desk, because this is an old desk with a finish on it. And also to have a place, like if I'm going to do my nails there, or do stickers, do gluing, that it doesn't get all over. And if I mess up, all I do is cover it up with more stickers, because I still have stickers to get rid of. So let me just show you what I have been doing. So here is a page from a sticker book that I no longer really want. I would probably look for a place that, but as I ran my hand over here, this sticker came up. And so I'm just going to put this over it, like that. So that kind of like close it up and cover it up with whatever stickers here. And then I also have been saving these kind of stickers. These are the plasticky ones. And the reason why I save these is kind of laminates them. I have a spot like here this rose is coming up. I'll just take a sticker and put it on top. And it's sealed down. And it also adds another layer to this, so the next time I cut something on here, I will have a little extra cushion over that. So I think it's going to be kind of fun, and it cost me nothing because I already invested this money with these stickers. So that is my desk blotter. I like how functional it is, because these paper stickers, if I do get into painting and stuff or coloring, I need to scribble, like for here, I had a new pen and I just scribble it out, so I just scribble it out. No worries, because if I don't like seeing that scribbleness on it, just take another sticker out, put it over, just like that. And it just adds another layer and more visual interest, though it could be kind of a crazy visual interest. You could do this with anything. You could get a piece of takeboard or cardboard, something sturdy, and just cover it up. Maybe get rid of some of those washi tape ends too. Oh, here's a funny one. See this here? Doesn't that match my fingernail? It's because it's one of those fingernails, the part that I didn't use, and I just said, hey, I'll just stick it there, why not? I'll just stick everything on here, and I even have little random pieces of tape, scotch tape somewhere on here too. It's just kind of a collage without using glue. So, thanks for watching all the way to the end, guys, and have a joyful day. Goodbye.